Okay, so I dreamed an ex-girlfriend wrote a romance novel about me being a crazy guy or something. Not crazy, but like just wild and out of the... And it did better than anything I ever wrote. It's pretty funny. Um, and then I dreamed she got kind of messed up by some guy who was in prison, and I was interviewing him in prison, and she was there like watching like a creepo, and I noticed it, so I was like, "Hey, I got somebody for you to meet, fella. Oh, she's right over there. Go get her, Tiger." And he did, and that was very funny to me. Um, and then I dreamed a friend of mine had a 4-year-old huge like garbage bag size thing of weed, and there was a lizard living in there, and he'd been living in there the whole time, and he had a wrinkly tail, and he ran out, and those are the three main ones. But the funny one was the gal wrote a romance novel about me, and it looked like a 1930s noir novel, but it was a contemporary novel. And you know how those they're just printed in pink and purple text, and there's no just suggestions on the cover. And it was my true story about being with so and such and all the crazy things he did. And I was like, oh man, I wonder how I came off in this thing. But I never read it because it's in a dream. I can't read it in a dream. But it was very funny when I was interviewing her ex in prison, and I noticed she was there, and I was like, "Hey, Tiger, got somebody for you to meet. Go get her. Go get her. Go get her." So, and I dreamed I was in some apartment complex. Oh, and I dreamed I was on I-90 heading east toward the Gillette, and I incidentally took the wrong exit, and the road went under the interstate south, and there was a big hill and mountains, and a yellow arrow at the end of this street. And I went down it, and it was covered in snow. When I got to the bottom, I realized the arrow was on the mountains, and the street ended. And there were all these houses painted like pastel candy colors. Like it was like some sort of North Pole village. And they were like, very gentle pink and purple and very bright, gaudy colors, but they were old. It looked like nobody lived there for years, and they were covered in snow. But I could hear children playing, and I looked down the street and saw some. Realized they must be inhabited. They were just hit by a blizzard, but it was the gaudiest, like Victorian architecture, but painted like some kid got a hold of the paints, like a Disney village that had died in the middle of the Wyoming at the bottom of a hill. Nobody had ever been there, but each of those houses. But I mean, somebody was there. It was weird. It was like I'd stumbled on a strange Mormon town. All right, so those were the dreams last night.